Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the Tennessee Arts Commission. You can watch today's performance on our Facebook Live. Right now, it's time. Please make welcome your host for the WDVX Blue Plate Special, Red Hickey.
Hey, y'all, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. It is real live music here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee, and we're hanging out here inside Visit Knoxville. Feel free to come join us if you like. If you can't be here with us today, you can watch it stream live from the WDVX Facebook page. So today, our guest is, he's based out of Nashville, Tennessee. Y'all give a great big welcome to Mike Miz to the Blue Plate Special.
What you gonna say now, Virginia? What you got to say to me now? Been looking for the light that's lost within you. You got to turn on for me somehow. Won't you put an end to my suspicion? Been losing track of time, all drowned in doubt. So open up your mind to my petition. Well, come on, tell me what's this all about? 'Cause I've been wondering where you're going late at night, staying out until the early morning light. I've been looking for a way to make this right, and I don't know how. I see you leaving little clues beside my bed. There's a circus going round inside my head. Are you out there loving someone else instead? Won't you tell me now? I'm packing up my bags, I swear, Virginia. It's the middle of the night, I'm peacing out. I ain't got nothing left inside to give you. You ain't gonna help me work this out. 'Cause I've been wondering where you're going late at night, staying out until the early morning light. I've been looking for a way to make this right, and I don't know how. I see you leaving little clues beside my bed. There's a circus going around inside my head. Are you out there loving someone else instead? Won't you tell me now? Everybody knows that Virginia is where you want to be when you are high on love. And everybody knows deep within you is where you want to look when things get tough. So open up your heart for me, Virginia, and open up your big blue shining eyes. 'Cause I just wanna be the one to win you. Wanna be the one who's taking home the prize. But I've been wondering where you're going late at night, staying out until the early morning light. I've been looking for a way to make this right, and I don't know how. I see you leaving little clues beside my bed. There's a circus going round inside my head. Are you out there loving someone else instead? You got to tell Thanks, everybody. Wow. This is my first time ever playing in Knoxville. Thank you so much for letting me, making me feel so welcome. I got a new record out. I'm going to play the title track for you now. This song's called Only Human. Better be careful when you talk like that. You just might get exactly what you're looking for. I ain't gonna hang around to watch you crash, watch you wind up all in pieces on the floor. If I could change your mind, turn back time, save it all from ruin. If I could walk through walls, break your fall, that's what I'd be doing. But I'm only human. Now God knows I've made mistakes I'm sorry for. I've left some wounds that even time might not heal. I'd cut a few frames if I could change the past, and I'm still looking for a time machine to steal. If I could change your mind, turn back time, save it all from ruin. If I could walk through walls, break your fall, that's what I'd be doing. But I'm only human. Did you think I was invincible? You say that you need me, but look how you treat me. Well, maybe it's best that you just go ahead and leave me be. If I could change your mind, turn back time, save it all from ruin. If I could walk through walls, break your fall, that's what I'd be doing. If I could change your mind, turn back time, save our love from ruin. If I could walk through walls, break your fall, that's what I'd be doing. But I'm only human. I'm only human. Thanks, everybody.
This is Mike Miz with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. It's MIZ for you folks out there in internet land and on the radio. All right, so Mike, we need to get to know you just a little bit better. I know that you grew up in Pennsylvania.
Northeast Pennsylvania, yeah.
All right, so how long have you been in Nashville?
About 4.5 years now.
Okay. So when you were growing up, did you come from a musical family?
Yeah, like big time. My dad is still one of the best guitar players I know. He's awesome. And my mom's side of the family, there's a lot of artists, and they're all musicians too. My aunt and uncle played in a band called Old Friends. in Scranton, Pennsylvania, that were still, like, they influenced me so much. They were unbelievable. And they've still been playing. I think they've been together for 47 years or something like that now.
All right.
Yeah.
Super cool. All right. So what about you? I mean, I guess growing up around music, you've probably played music most of your life. Is that a correct assumption?
Yeah, my dad, I didn't realize at the time how grateful for it I would be later in life, but my dad had a guitar in my hand. He was showing me how to play like Blue Sky by the Allman Brothers when I was like 7 years old, and that really paid off later in life.
Like most parents are putting a book in your hands, so you should be thankful that you had the opportunity to create, to flex those creative muscles a little bit there growing up.
Yeah.
What about the songwriting part? When did that come to you?
Almost like since the beginning. Like I still remember songs I wrote when I was like maybe 9 or 10 years old. It started as like little guitar instrumentals and little ditties, and then moved on to like lyrics and some other stuff. I used to write a lot of like sort of like almost like prog rock, like electric guitar stuff, and then the older I get, the more it gets simpler.
So when you go to Nashville, it's one of those things I always have to ask, because it's a weird thing about Nashville, but they like to do the co-writing thing and make dates and sit down and write a song together. Do you like that?
That's a great question. So I never did that ever, and the way I looked at it is I didn't want someone else like contaminating my song. So when I moved to Nashville, like you're saying, everybody said, "Oh, it's the land of the co-write." And so I kind of set my, thoughts on it aside, and I did it, and I'm so happy that I did, because my new record was co-written with two of my close friends now, co-writing partners, and I couldn't imagine the songs without their input. They helped me so much, and now I do it all the time. So yeah.
All right. So tell us about the new project. We just heard the title track.
Yeah. So I recorded an album live to 2-inch tape, if anyone knows what that means. Kind of like they did in the old days, like the Beatles and stuff like that recorded. And we recorded it over the course of 3 days. I got a 7-piece band. Some of the best musicians in the world, in my opinion, played on it. And we went in and we recorded everything live. And a lot of the tracks on the album are completely untouched. It's just the performance, the vocal. There was no metronome, none of that stuff. We just 7 guys playing in the studio live, and I think it came out really well. I'm really happy with it.
Well, you all here in the house have the opportunity to stop by the merch table after the show, and certainly shake and howdy with Mike and thank him for making music for us here today. If you're listening in on the radio, it's Mike Miz with a Z, music.com. And next month you're headed down to Costa Rica?
Yeah, for the third time, yeah.
Sweet, for a little musical tour. It's kind of, I'd say, mixing fun and work together.
Oh, yeah. It's paradise.
There you go. Well, I'm going to back on out of the way, y'all. We're going to get more music here today from Mike Miz on the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
Thank you. I'm going to play the last tune off the record. This one's called Taillights. It was written really for a band, but I'm going to do my best. So here goes nothing. Won't you tell me now, just spit it on out, you got to give it to me line by line. Go ahead and lay it out, doubt by doubt, find out what's been on your mind. Cause there's something always seems just a little bit funny, and you keep it guessing all the time. You got to go ahead and lay it out, doubt by doubt, find out what's been on your mind. Tell me I'm low down, no. Ain't nothing but a pair of taillights. Well, ever since the last time you were looking so fine, got me acting like a stomping around the house in your boots. Cause there's something always seems just a little bit funny, and you keep you guessing all the time. You got to go ahead and let it out, doubt by doubt, find out what's been on your mind. Tell me I'm low down, low, good, no count, so and so. Tell me I'm too late, long gone, daddy, no next day. Maybe I'm way on down the line. Maybe you ain't even crossed my mind. Maybe I'm way on down the line. There ain't nothing but a pair of tail lights. Tail lights. Yeah, I'm long gone chasing a white line. I ain't got no trouble on my mind. I ain't nothing but a pair of tail lights out there lost somewhere in the midnight. Tell me I'm low down, low, good, no count, so. Tell me I'm too late, long gone, down, you know, next day. Maybe I'm way on down the line. Maybe you ain't even crossed my mind. Maybe I'm way on down the line. There ain't nothing but a pair of tail lights. All right. Thank you so much, man. You guys are making me feel great. This is awesome. Gonna grab this other guitar here and play another tune off the album. This is particularly one of the songs I was talking about that was left completely untouched, and it's a very deep song. It's called Less Than Paper Thin. And when we recorded it, I remember like getting done hearing the instruments ringing out in my headphones, and it was so meaningful to me, and I felt so connected to it that I almost like got teary-eyed, just like hearing that. So try to do it right for you here. This is also in a really weird tuning. There's a song by a guy named Nick Drake called Pink Moon, if anyone's ever heard that song. And I figured out what kind of tuning he was using, and I used that tuning to write this song. So. The way you said the words and the sound of your voice. Oh my God, it hurts, but I don't have a choice. Survey the scene, are there any casualties? Check my vital signs, I'm anything but fine. My body's gone and shot, and I'm paralyzed with fear. But I keep holding on, just holding on, 'cause I don't wanna disappear. And it's less than paper thin, the veil between there and here. Used to leave your blue jeans in a corner on the floor. You told me all your secret dreams You don't talk like that anymore. Mascara on a towel, just hanging on a hook. You didn't have to say a word, it was just the way you looked. My body's gone and shot, and I feel the end is near. But I keep holding on, just holding on, 'cause I don't want you to disappear. And it's less than paper thin, the veil between there and here. Great unknown before me, I've got nothing left to fear. No more holding on, no more holding on, no more holding on, my dear. And it's less than paper thin, the veil between there and here. Thank you.
This is Mike Miz with us here today on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Real quickly, I just need to mention support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from listeners just like yourselves from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Tennessee Arts Commission, Visit Knoxville and Barley's down in Knoxville's Old City, home of the Big Plate on Fridays. Tomorrow, right here inside Visit Knoxville, Higher Education will be joining us on the Blue Plate Special. And Friday's Big Plate brings some rockabilly music for you. A little something different on the Blue Plate with Jared Petty's in the headliners. On Saturday, Jay Skaggs and Justin Caleb will be here inside of Visit Knoxville. You can always visit our website at WDVX.com. Once you get there, just click at the very top of the page and it's going to take you over to a calendar, and you can not only find out who's coming up on the Blue Plate, but it'll link you over to the artist website so you can learn a little bit more about them as well. So, Mike, do you ever? I mean, are you able to write when you're on the road, when you're traveling?
Not really. I don't know how people do. I guess maybe if you're in a tour bus or something, I'm sure you could. But for me, I'm setting up the merch, driving the car, sound checking, playing the show, talking to people. This is actually, today will be my 10th. Oh no, I did skip a day, but I've played 10 shows in the last 2 weeks, so it's been pretty much back to back all over the East Coast. So
yeah, you just drove down from Syracuse. Is that right?
Syracuse, New York on Monday night. Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, he has agreed to do a few extra tunes for us here today. So I'm going to slide on out of the way and let him do just that. Y'all, this is Mike Miz on the Blue Plate Special.
It's another very deep song. This song's called Understand, and it's about driving back home after being away for years and kind of wondering where everything went wrong. So it goes like this. There's a place I know I used to go when I was young, where the road winds down beside a silver stream, where I dreamed a dream and I felt so free. In that place I know I used to go when I was young. Well, I drove back to that memory just yesterday, past the empty lot where we'd go after school and play. I heard St. Anne's bell ring. I thought about the songs we used to sing. When I drove back to that memory just yesterday, trying to find a decent reason why I got so far out of line, looking for a way to make things right, maybe find forgiveness in my Father's eyes. And if every heartache was just a lesson to help me understand, then I would understand. Now somewhere out there on the back roads, as these old memories flood my mind, halfway scared, halfway excited, 'cause I don't know what I might find. Is this the dream I dreamed of how it all might be? Somewhere on the back roads, as these memories flood my mind, I'm trying to find a decent reason why I got so far out of line, looking for a way to make things right, maybe find forgiveness in my Father's eyes. And if every heartache was just a lesson to help me understand, then I would understand. 'Cause there's no need for me to regret the things I didn't know. There's no need to go on holding on to such a heavy load. I think it's time for letting go. Trying to find a decent reason why I got so far out of line, looking for a way to make things right, maybe find forgiveness in my Father's eyes. And if every heartache was just a lesson to help me understand, then I would understand. So help me understand, so I could understand. Thank you. All right. Well, since they asked me to play a few extra, I'm going to take it back a number of years and play a song that I wrote, God, it's probably about 15 years ago, long time ago. And growing up in and around Scranton, Pennsylvania, I really didn't know anyone who played bluegrass. I later found out there was a few guys around. But I really loved bluegrass, especially from hearing my aunt and uncle sort of play it. And I think this was my own weird interpretation of what I thought bluegrass was. I later found out this is not authentic bluegrass, which is okay, you know. But as a young 20-something-year-old man, this was my take on it. So this song's called Was It Time? And I'm going to check my tuning just to make sure I'm not... There we go. But... This was a song I wrote for my first record called East Hope Avenue. Close enough. Time on that long, lonesome journey when the clouds filled up my eyes. There was a day on that long stretch highway when the tears filled up the skies. There was a night when I woke up so lonely and a man knocked on my door. He said, I'm telling you, son, we don't have to run and you never have to feel this anymore. So now I'm lying in this bed and I'm kicking with no meds. Feel like I'd rather die. And when I look at your face in the picture by the vase, I just curl up in a ball and cry. Well, it's my first night here and I just wish it was clear if we're still gonna share this life. And I just can't sleep cause I love you so deep, so I'll crawl in my skin all night. There was a time when I kissed your cheek and then stole all the money in your purse. But tonight, oh tonight, it's caught up to me, and I think I finally got what I deserve. If you think it's time to leave, then when I'm teared up, you'll sleep. Pick your head up, click heels and walk away. Was a time when I couldn't stand the weather, so I stayed in the house all day. So they let me out, and then I messed up again, and you walked right out my door. And now I'm wondering where you are, and every headlight is your car, and I know you don't love me anymore. So now that you are gone, all I have is this song just to sing and feel sorry for myself. And as I look at the past, how it all went by so fast, I'm just wishing I was somebody else. Now the cool long days, they've turned into cold, and all the pretty leaves just get stomped into the road. Was a time when I couldn't live without you. Was a time when I couldn't stay here. There was a time when I couldn't live without you. But tonight I just can't stay here.
This is Mike Miz with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. He's got one more tune for us here today. But again, we want to invite everybody back again tomorrow. Higher Education will be here with us, and you can find out more about them by visiting our website at WDVX.com. Of course, we are a listener-supported radio station. There is always a donation box in the back of the room. A few bucks in the box helps keep the good music going on the Blue Plate Special. MikeMizMusic.com for more information on Mike. And feel free to stop by the merch table after the show and just shake his hand. Thank him for making music for us here today on the Blue Plate Special. I'll start that process by saying thank you for being here today.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Will you leave us with one?
I would love to. Yeah. And you said all the things I was going to say, but yeah, make sure you check it out online. There's a wrestler guy called The Miz. That's not me. But anyway, check out the new album and stream it and give it a like, a follow, and we sure do appreciate it. This song's called Hell in the Hallway, and I had one of my favorite singers, Nikki Bloom, sing harmonies on this one in the studio. So I moved my capo. This is the first time I'm going to play it in this position. We'll see what happens. But thanks again for listening. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to do it again. Here we go, Hell in the Hallway. Crazy, acting like a fool, making such a mess of everything that I do. I'm always robbing Peter 'cause I'm too far in the ball. I hustle and I hustle with my back against the wall. There's got to be a silver lining, some kind of better way. They say that something's better than nothing, but there's a couple things that I can't figure out. How come you can't keep a hound off from running when he's got food and water right there at the house? It's been heartbreaking, sad and confusing. I run myself ragged going round and around. They say when one door closes, another one opens, but it's hell in the hallway for now. I think it might be time to change, and the way I got it figured out, I don't know a thing. Half the time I'm lying, half the time I just can't tell who's that standing in the mirror when I'm looking at myself. But it don't matter what I think, it's only what I do. They say that some things are better than nothing, but there's a couple things that I can't figure out. How come you can't keep a hound off from running when he's got food and water right there at the house? Well, it's been heartbreaking, sad and confusing. I run myself ragged going round and around. They say when one door closes, another one opens, but it's hell in the hallway when all the kids are acting like they want be your friend, but they talk about you when you turn your back around to them. They're telling secrets in the stairwells, and there's rumors in the halls, and the things they say about you, well, they just ain't true at all. They say that some things are better than nothing, but there's a couple things that I can't figure out. How come you can't keep a hound dog from running sad and confusing. I run myself ragged, going round and round. They say when one door closes, another one opens, but it's hell in the hallways, hell in the hallway for now. Thanks, everybody.
That's Mike Miz, y'all. Thank you, and join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.
Hickey. Hickey.
Hey.
Sound off and running when he's got food and water right there at the house. It's been heartbreaking, sad and confusing. I run myself ragged, going round and round. They say when one door closes, another one opens, but it's hell in the hallway for now. I think it might be time to change. And the way I got it figured out, I don't know a thing. Half the time I'm lying, half the time I just can't tell who's that standing in the mirror when I'm looking at myself. But it don't matter what I think, it's only what I do.
Tennessee Zone, 89.9 WDVX Clinton. Streaming worldwide at WDVX.com. In Knoxville at 102.9. In Seymour, 7 Islands at 93.9.